This is Michael Shield, the local councillor in Ward 6 for the city of Richmond Hill, who is the organizer of this event. And this is my first one, and we'll have more municipal issue-related meeting or seminars coming in the later days. The reason I launched this meeting regarding public safety issue, I have to recall my experience when I canvassed around the ward last year. A lot of neighbors have raised the issue of community safety. I was told some neighbors experience like the break-ins, car theft, or even someone speeding around the community. And not many people know about the Neighborhood Watch program supported by the YRP. Even though I'm honored being a local councillor, I'm still receiving a lot of emails from my neighbors with concern about public safety. So that's why we are here, to take more information on this issue from the York Regional Police in person. As limited capacity in this room, we will record the meeting and will share it on my YouTube channel to let much more neighbors know about this issue. We have field dignitaries here, and it's my honor to introduce them one by one before the presentation. First of all, welcome the Mayor of the City of Richmond Hill, Mr. David West, to say a few words for us.
Thank you so much, Councillor. And I wanted to start off by saying I was actually very impressed that so early in your tenure as councillor, you recognized the need for this kind of public engagement meeting. And I agree with you 100% that there's certainly no question in my mind that we're seeing more and more of need for information about community safety in many different fronts. So thank you so much for organizing this. Thank you, YRP, as always, for the great work that you do. I will tell you that I just rushed from Aurora back down here to your Black History Month celebration that was held at the headquarters in Aurora, and holy mackerel, was that ever packed.
Yes, it was.
What a great event. And it just goes to show how important it is in your job in policing to make sure that you wrap around the whole community and that we really are living in a diverse but inclusive community as well. So thank you for the work that you do. And in advance, thank you for the work that you're going to do in a few minutes and help us to understand the role that we all need to play and that YRP plays in community safety. I've heard this presentation or something like it before, and it really is quite important. So thank you so much. But again, I thank everybody for coming today. Obviously, you had other things you could have been doing today, but you chose to do this, and we really thank you for being a partner in this. And again, Michael, thank you so much for doing this. It's a pleasure working with you so far, and I know that the community really appreciates this kind of proactive approach from their councillors. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor West. Okay, let's have our Deputy Mayor, Mr. Godwin Chan, to say a word for us as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here. Number one, thank you, local councillor Ward 6, Michael Chiu. I had the privilege to represent this beautiful ward for the last 16 years. So I concur with everything you said. It is really crucial and important to realize in working with the York Regional Police, which is actually, thank you in particular to Constable Simmons, Constable Sean, and also I know the sergeant is out at the back, making sure everything's all right. It's important that to keep the community safe. No doubt about it. It doesn't matter Ward 6 and anywhere in Richmond Hill or anywhere in York Region. Mayor West and I would know we were actually talking about the budget for the York Regional Police for the coming year. And it's yet to be finalized, but it is probably, I should let you know that the resources for the York Regional Police to be increased are subject to the final approval of the York Regional Council. Because an important part is when there are needs, such as look at the overwhelming response in here. Congratulations. And I just want everyone, I'm sure you have attentive ears coming here to hear from the officers in at least more than one language I'm aware of. that take notes, but also talking about neighborhood watch. In my tenure as a Ward 6 councillor, I had the fortune to work with the community to actually establish at least 6 to 8 neighborhood watch programs. But more are needed. The city actually in a position to work with local councillor as well as the police to help to spread the word. And I'm sure police will talk about it. And there are different types of program. I'm not going to PM the presentation. Help the community and us to try to understand the latest development in terms of crime occurrences and the tips on prevention. So without further ado, so I'd like to pass the floor back to Councillor again, and I also recognize a couple of local neighborhood watch leaders who are here. So actually, more people help to spread the word, the better. So all the best this afternoon, and I'm sure for those people who cannot be here, please spread the word to your neighbors, because Councillor Shiu just mentioned there will be something on the YouTube coming up. Right? Thank you very much, and thank you officers, and thank you all for attending.
Thank you, Godwin. Thanks, Godwin. Last but not least, here I have a resident and also business owner in Richmond Hill, living in Richmond Hill. Now we welcome from Toronto Police Services, the co-chair of Chinese Community Consultative Committee, Mr. Alex Yun, to say a few words for us.
Well, good afternoon, Mayor West, Deputy Mayor Chen, and Councillor Seals, and of course our Constable Andrew Simmons and Constable Mo Chung, and ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful Saturday. I don't know why we're here. Normally, when anything doesn't go well, we blame on the mayor. When anything is good, we blame on the local council.
Blame on me, yeah.
So, but anyway, my name is Alex Yuan. I live and work in Richmond Hill for 34 years. And I'm grandfather now, so whoever is in the grandpa stage, join the club. My business actually is in Ward 6, and I'm in the medical software business, and I'm currently also the board chair for the Retirement Home Regulatory Authority for Ontario. I would like to extend my gratitude to Councillor Michael Seal for hosting this town hall meeting, and for our York Regional Police, who we're going to discuss for the topic of the public safety, which is pressing issues, especially for the recent increase in incidents such as carjacking, break and enter, phone and internet scams, and others. And I'm honored to serve on the Toronto Police Services as the co-chair for the Chinese Community Consultative Committee. And over the past year, we have been tackling issues like human trafficking, mental issues, and hate crime. Councillor Seal has been tirelessly dedicated to serve the community through his involvement in various community and charity initiatives. We live in Richmond Hill and fortunate to have competent and caring councillor who is here to looking out for our interests. And I myself, just like everyone here, is looking forward to see the presentation from our York Regional Police, and I believe we all will be learning a few instant tips and how we can protect our family, our neighbors, and for those who run in business like me too, and be able to have a safe and wonderful. I still call it town of Richmond Hill. So now we now call it the city of Richmond Hill. I'm an old guy.
We never say old here. Yeah. Oh, now we are going to the presentation time. We have two main casts here from York Regional Police, Constable Andrew Simmons in English and Constable Chong Mo in Cantonese. If anyone speaks Mandarin, we have a Mandarin translator here. In case you want to raise your question in Mandarin, we can provide you translation here as well in the Q&A section. So, showtime for you both, Constable Andrew Simmons and Constable Chong Mo.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today to present on behalf of York Regional Police. Just a few things before we begin. The purpose of us being here today is to present to you and you hear what we have to say and you walk away leaving with information to empower yourself. Okay? Your Regional Police will work continuously to fight crime. And I'll tell you, the men and women of York Regional Police work around the clock to keep you safe. So today, before I begin, I just want to let you know, have confidence in your police service because we work hard and we will keep you safe. Okay? So, Andrew Simmons, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself real quick. I'm originally from Montreal. I grew up in a little place called Burgundy. Okay? There was a lot of crime in that neighborhood. I grew up in government housing, so I know what it's like to come from poorness and struggles. Got an opportunity. I worked in corrections. I worked in a maximum penitentiary for 7 years called Millhaven. Maximum prison. And then, fortunately, from there, I got free. And then York Regional Police hired me. And I've been working with them for over 19 years. And so I've moved around in the organization. I continue to learn. And my duty and my legacy now is to share and spread the word and to help people like yourselves, like how I would like to be helped. Okay? So with that being said, I will pass it over to my co-worker Mo.
各位你哋好，我姓莊啦，叫日武啦。認識我嘅人都叫我 Mo Sir 啦。我就冇Andrew 咁多嘅歷史。我話幸運啲，我係香港嚟嘅。我哋同樣都係同年紀，我哋都係50以上㗎啦。我自己咧就做咗喺一個警方警察度咧做咗17年，就好幸運，今日可以帶俾大家一啲資訊，我哋可以開始啦。
Okay. And so we're going to present to you some things that can help to keep you safe. But of course, you will have to act on them. What we present is here, but then you leave, and what you take away and what you do is important. The role that you play to keep your family safe, to keep your neighbors safe, to keep your kids safe, is up to you. Well, okay. So crime prevention and you. All our valuables, our cars, our monies, our jewelry, our house is victimized. We work hard to keep it, we work hard to earn it. But these are some of the things that people will come and steal your monies, your jewelry, and your car, which is very costly. Next one.
就正如我同事話齋啦，所有我哋嘅財產包括咗咩咧？最由大至細啦。有你嘅屋啦，你嘅車啦，你啲財物啦，有現金啦，甚至乎話金銀珠寶啦，呢啲係對我哋講好重要。甚至乎有啲咧係有啲紀念價值嘅，都係對我哋好重要。咁我點樣保障我哋自己嘅財產咧？以後我哋就可以睇下啦。
There's been conversations about break and entry versus home invasion. There are two different elements. First one is break and entry, okay? Usually it involves a person breaking into your home. It usually doesn't involve contact with anyone. Criminals want to get inside your house. They want to take whatever they want, whether it's through your window or through your door, from your backyard. They'll find an access route, okay? And they'll get in. Usually it's not met with any person or any violence. That's break and entry. Home invasion, totally different thing. Home invasion, a would-be criminal doesn't care if you're home. Doesn't care if your kid's at home. They'll come in. Often they'll study your business or they'll study your home and they'll know something about you. If you take money home, if you have a successful business, they'll watch you. They do their homework. So when they do home invasion, they're coming in when you're there. And often home invasion is met with violence. So break and entry, they want to get in, get out. Home invasion, they don't care. If you're in the house, they'll do things, hurt your families, and do whatever they need to do. So it's often met with violence.
咁我哋首先要解釋一下，break and enter 啦，即係爆格啦，同埋入屋行劫個分別。爆格咧，通常咧嗰啲匪徒咧係會等你唔喺屋企，佢有冇指定嘅 target 嘅，冇指定嘅目標嘅。 佢啊，譬如好似我哋警方咁巡邏，周圍睇下，去條街度見到啊呢間屋可能係冇人喎，咁佢就開始進行啦。佢哋個通常嘅做法咧，盡快入屋攞走佢所要嘅嘢，想要嘅財物就盡快離開。可能講緊10幾分鐘，甚至乎少過5、6分鐘嘅事。而呢個係盜竊啦，爆格。而入屋行劫咧，就 totally 係兩回事啦。呢種賊人啊，喺呢方面咧，佢往往咧佢踩咗線先，我哋俗稱踩線啦，或者佢跟蹤你，或者佢已經有熟悉嘅 target， 已有熟悉嘅人物去認定佢嘅目標，鎖定嘅目標。譬如通常咧就係所有啲商店嘅老細啦，最常見就係酒樓啦，因為酒樓好多時咧客人係俾現金嘅，咁佢哋每晚埋數都會帶現金走嘅。咁如果賊人已經俾賊人睇中咗，佢可能前1、2日已經踩咗線，知道你嘅路線圖，咁啊準備等你翻屋企咧，就進行呢個入屋嘅行劫。
The crime triangle. As you can see, the little squirrel with a nut and what appears to be something that looks like a firearm. Criminal desire, the expectation to be successful at doing whatever they want to do. Criminal desire, the ability, which means that you have a victim and you have a location. And they might study, like I mentioned before, they do their homework. They check out your house, they check out your business. The opportunity. Criminals get to have the opportunity to commit the crime. Criminal desire first, the ability to exercise it, and then the opportunity. And often the opportunity in their minds is that the benefit will outweigh the risk. Criminals do things because they believe they're going to get away with it. And they believe they're going to be successful at it. That is the mindset. That's why they do what they do.
喺度咧，我哋可以簡化一個原理。所有賊人咧行劫嘅時候咧，佢都係第一個咧就睇下佢想要嘅嘢喺邊度。第二個睇法咧就係佢自己嘅能力達唔達到呢個目標。最後咧，佢當然明白有佢嗰個危險性喺度啦。對佢嚟講，即係成功機會有幾大咧，佢都會計算在內嘅。咁呢3方面聚合之後咧，佢就會行兇啦。
Natural surveillance, a very important but a very simple concept. The objective of natural surveillance means that you want to be able, whether it's your business or your home, you want your business or your home to be visible to the public, visible to your neighbors, visible to passerbys. Picture on your left, that one. There's a house behind that, believe it or not. There's a house there. Now you have all the trees and the bushings right there. Guess what? That's a place of concealment. Believe it or not. Someone can go in the bushes and hide and nobody would know they're there. Someone could break in somebody's door or break through the window and you can't see them. The picture on your right, that is natural surveillance. The ability for your neighbor, a person driving a car, somebody walking their dog, can see your front door, they can see your window, right? Often criminals don't like that because people can see them. Sorry, let me say real quick, we're going to answer questions after we're done to make everyone have an opportunity. So keep your question in mind. Thank you. Right. Natural surveillance versus not natural. You want to have natural surveillance.
咁咪Andrew 喺度話啦，呢個其實係一個好簡單嘅 common sense 嚟，只不過咧我哋成日都忽略咗。好似呢間屋嘅之前之後呢2張相嘅比較啦，第一張啦，咁你見到好多樹喎，咁完全係睇唔到間屋嘅情況。咁如果我係賊嘅話，我覺得呢個係好 target，因為我行兇嘅時候，大部分人都睇唔到，街坊睇唔到，冇人睇得到。咁第2幅相。當所有啲樹收葺咗之後啦，咁就好光猛啦，大家見到啦。如果有賊人想進行入屋爆竊嘅話， 好容易就俾其他人睇到，甚至乎對面街嘅閉路電視都會見到。所以呢個係我哋嘅主張嘅一回事。咁啊，大家可以望真啲啦，其實風水都有改善。OK。
Target hardening, a concept whereby we use it in SEPTED. It's called crime prevention through environmental design. So target hardening means some of the things that you can do, like I said before, to help keep yourself safe and your family. Cameras, alarm systems, being aware of your surroundings, car alarms, securing your vehicle, or notices, right? About keeping people out, letting people see that you are protecting your property, or you're watching, or you want to advertise that you are securing your property, and letting people know that you are very much aware of crime prevention.
咁啊，我哋頭先根據翻之前嘅原理啦，我哋希望能到令到賊人覺得呢件事行兇係好難嘅。咁我哋有多方面可以進行呢件事。第一樣咧就裝閉路電視。咁如果有閉路電視嘅大部分賊人都唔想自己上鏡咁咯。第二咧，譬如話喺啲notice 喺度咧，話俾啲賊人知你係有在意嘅咁咯。咁汽車 alarm 啦，呢個都係好有幫助㗎啦。咁同埋防盜啦，同埋下一步我哋會提一提大家點樣將你嘅門窗咧更加將啲門咧加強佢哋嘅保護性。OK。
Peepholes versus doorbell cameras. Some of the things that are very common today is a lot of folks will buy the doorbell cameras. I think they're very helpful. You can remotely use them, to know who's coming up in front of your door. You get a response on your phone. You can talk to someone remotely, as opposed to the peephole that we used to have a long time ago. I strongly recommend a doorbell camera, or a camera that you're able to remotely see from wherever your location may be. Those are very good things to have nowadays, because when you have them, it also helps to protect people that come to your door. Your kids come home, you get a package delivered, you can remotely talk. The peephole, it's limited. So I recommend that you have a remote camera system, such as a doorbell camera system, which is the modern technology today. It's a good choice.
咁咧，以前我哋啲門咧，咪有啲電眼咁望出去嘅啲眼，呢啲係舊式嘅。我哋發覺咧，日新月異啦。而家新嘅技術咧，可以套用啦。譬如話裝個我唔講個牌子啦，但係大家都知啦，個門鐘咧係可以有閉路電視嘅。而佢哋今時今日嘅先進到咧，係可以即時通知你個手機嘅，亦都可以錄影嘅。咁咧譬如有賊人嚟到嘗試開你道門嘅話，你已經知㗎啦，你個手機已經知。咁你呢個時候咧，你甚至乎可以同佢對話。佢唔知你喺咩入邊，你可以對話啦。有咩事可以幫到你啊？咁你可以嚇走佢啦。甚至乎你可以大聲同佢講：我已經報咗警，請你離開。所以今時今日嘅閉路電視咧係好先進，而我哋警方覺得咧係好有效嘅。OK， 呢個係今時今日佢哋嘅價錢亦都係豐儉由人啦，但係好容易係可以買得到。OK。
Your front door entry. Your front door, believe it or not, is made for you to go inside your house. It really isn't made to keep people out. It is used as an entrance or an exit point on your home. Unfortunately, very often criminals will break down your door with a kick, as you can see, the picture on top, or they'll use some kind of tool that they might locate on your property, or they might carry. And it takes a minute or two or a second to get through someone's front door sometimes. Unfortunately, it's a big problem, but we have some solutions that we are going to recommend that you can do to delay that process.
咁咧我哋根據以往嘅經驗話俾佢聽咧，我哋大部分住戶嘅門咧都係好脆弱嘅。好似呢幅相裏面見到啦，一腳係呢個係真實情況嚟，一腳或者兩腳已經可以開，喺 within 1分鐘道門就會被破壞，而可以入 入到屋噶啦。同埋咧，佢呢啲咁嘅門鎖咧，亦都一撬就開啊。個門框係好脆弱嘅，佢哋通常都係用門框嗰度進行破壞。進行咗破壞咧，30秒內佢入屋噶啦。咁下一節咧，我哋會有提供啲資訊俾你哋點樣加強你哋嘅門鎖嘅。
Some of the things that you can do, folks. You have what you call a metal strike plate, which is down there. It's a reinforcing of your door frame. It's a steel plate that you put on your door frame because unfortunately, your door frame can be one of the weakest portions on your door and on your door area. Okay? They kick your door in.
Whoop.
Technical difficulty here.
It is on the green light. The green light should be fine.
Nope. Back.
Let's go back.
Yep. Here.
Yes. So the strike plate supports the frame of your door. If someone comes and kicks your door in, that will reinforce the frame of the door. We recommend that you look into that. That is another object that you can use to strengthen your door frame. There's another secure device, a door reinforcer that you can also put on the inside of your home to prevent someone from breaking your door down. It will give you some element of security. And obviously, we also have a metal support for your door, your lock. It's a support system that goes onto the door itself that will give some strength to the door. So 2 things. You have a strike plate that goes on the frame of your home at your front door or your back door. And then you also have a metal support that will go around the lock on your door to strengthen your door. Just some of the things that you can think about and some of the things that you can apply. This will help to delay a process of someone breaking down your door.
咁咧，我同事有介紹啦，暫時我哋介紹幾種加強門鎖嘅方法啦。呢啲咧喺大部分五金鋪咧、大型連鎖店咧、五金鋪咧都揾到啦。第一種咧就係成個框嘅，沿住道門嘅。咁呢個安裝就可能要困難啲，可能要請專人嚟幫手安裝。但係下一步咧，呢個道門鎖咧，呢個就好容易。佢用嘅螺絲咧長好多嘅，超過2至3寸 up to 嚟。咁呢個就好 strong 嘅。最後一種咧就喺個門框地台喺門入邊嘅呢種我就好少見，佢好有效，但係佢又繁複啲咯。如果你運用嘅時候，咁咯就冇呢種咁方便。但係都係任何呢啲方法都係有能夠加強或者延遲個賊人進入你屋嘅時間。有啲如果普通無賊，可能已經入唔到你屋企，因為呢個都好 strong。
And you can see here again. Just a closer look, the door protection. As I mentioned, the plate on the top is a support system that you put on your door that supports the lock and supports the door. And as I mentioned before, down at the bottom there, the same support system that you can install in your home, right, from the inside, right, to secure your door if someone tries to break it down. It's just a secondary reinforcement. All right, sometimes that might cause damage to your floor, but it's a helpful tool that you can have, right? And as you can see on the lower picture on the right, that's the combination of the strike plate and a plate for the door. The strike plate, which is the frame of the door, the longer it is, the better it is. And the short object is for the lock itself.
係啦，咁呢度咧就進一步睇真啲啦。呢啲門鎖咧係可以被加強啦。咁呢個已經係好難踢得爛。咁呢個咧就係地台嗰度加內嘅。頭先我都提過啦，佢係繁複啲，同埋住戶用嘅時候可以考慮下走火警嗰個問題，個 issue 唔係個個咁快可以踎得低整到呢個 play， 小心啲問下專人意見，呢個我哋只係介紹啫。
Privacy fencing. Criminals will often either go through your front door or they go through the back entrance. This is telling you right now that it's important to have a gate, good coverage of your backyard to secure your surroundings. But at the same time, we recommend that you have a lock device on your back gate. And the reason for that is very often people don't think about having that lock gate. They have the flip with the string that you just pull and you just go and anyone can go through your backyard. Secure your backyard just like your front door. Because would-be criminals will go from the back, okay? And if you have a fence, great. They might have to jump over it. Somebody might see them. Somebody might not. But if they have easy access, then that will make it that much more easier for them. So we recommend that you get some kind of locking device. Keep your back gates locked. That will slow down the process and prevent them from just walking and opening your gate.
又一次證明我哋講嗰啲啦，譬如我哋可以睇下圖二幅相，呢個欄咧，呢個 back 一欄咧係特別啲嘅，佢封密晒，睇唔到入邊。但係好彩佢夠高，咁呢個賊人咧，如果要想進行佢非法行為咧，佢要爬過去。如果佢爬過去嘅話，咁光陽咁光猛，就好容易俾街坊見到咯。所以呢個都有佢好處。而我哋希望各位市民咧，盡量加強你個後院個門鎖。用個真嘅鎖啦，我哋自己大家都好多時會用一條繩咁樣拉咧就開到，嗰啲係太過容易啦咁咯。甚至乎有啲屋咧後院係有泳池嘅，過往試過有年青人啊其他人咧跌咗個泳池係隔屋嘅，又係因為佢本身道門冇鎖咧，係會有民事訴訟嘅發生。如果個對方係浸親嘅話。
Window protection, the glass. We have a lot of windows. We like to have windows, obviously, makes our home look beautiful. We like to be able to see outside. Some of us get some big windows, and we have a right to make our homes nice. Unfortunately, the glass itself is another weak portion of your home. Another way to protect the glass is to have metal. Metal covering, as you can see in the lower bottom or on the top, provides some element of security. Very important and a very good system to have. Window film. Because we're going to have glass, we also recommend that you look into having a window film. Window film is a coating that it goes over your glass. If it's installed properly, it's not going to, let's just say, it's not going to stop someone from using your glass as an entry point. However, it will slow down the process. With window film, if someone hits your glass, it will not shatter. It will crumble, but it will not shatter. So we also recommend that you look into that. Metal bars around your windows or window film will provide some element of security on the glass. Your doors, whether it's a glass door or glass window. Mind you, everything that we say, it might be costly, but it's worth the investment.
咁咧，正如頭先再加強啲啦，講緊門窗窗門啦，玻璃係好容易爛嘅。而家日新月異啦，而家你可以加強你嘅玻璃敗用咩方法咧？就加塊薄膜上嚟。呢塊薄膜加咗之後咧，你揾專人加，因為咧要跟住個門框，跟住個窗框喺個窗框後邊嘅，先承托到嗰度力。我哋發現咧。加咗呢啲薄膜嘅玻璃咧，係唔會粉碎嘅，揼好耐都揼唔爛嘅。呢度咧，如果你留意睇下咧，其實呢個係我哋2號差館嚟，我哋都有加強嗰啲門窗咁咯。如果用窗花鐵嘅話，就平啲，亦都好容易安裝。但係都係嗰句，小心啲，因為要走火，你要離開到現場先得，亦都發生嘅時候，火警發生嘅時候。
As you can see here again. That is what would happen when someone breaks the glass with a window film. It will not shatter. It will crumble, but it won't shatter. You can see on the right, the installation of such a product is very important. It needs to be done correctly to get the benefits from it. And again, there's another picture down at the bottom there. Again, I think it's a good investment when you can have metal bars down at the bottom of your windows that are easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And window film, obviously, on your patio doors. We all have some nice big patio doors. Glass is, unfortunately, very easy access for a lot of criminals. So window film, as mentioned, and barriers are good ways to keep criminals from entering as quickly.
咁憑我哋過往嘅經驗咧，大部分嘅入屋爆竊咧，都係從正門或者後門。後門咧通常係最脆弱嘅地方。譬如我哋有呢啲咁嘅玻璃門啦，如果你加到嗰個薄膜咧，係好有幫助嘅。你見到啦，佢現場做好多實驗啊，打好耐都打唔爛。
Video surveillance. We recommend, and I always say it's always good to have camera systems around. It is often used as a deterrent, and when criminals see that, they'll know that you've taken pride, whether it be at your home or it be at your business. Whether it's hardwired security surveillance or it's the modern technology today is everything is Wi-Fi or remote. Doesn't matter. I think hardwire is very good because sometimes your Wi-Fi goes down and then guess what? Access is kind of gone for a minute or two or for whatever duration. Security surveillance doesn't have to be attached to your home. It could be on a pole. It could be outside in your yard. But always, it's also good to have lights that will accommodate your video surveillance. So we know everything like this is costly, but one of the long-term investments I recommend, and I personally have cameras myself, because people see that, they offer some protection, and when criminals see that, they often will turn away because they don't want to be captured on camera.
咁又係根據我哋嘅經驗咧，有閉路電視嘅住宅咧係少啲被 target 嘅。賊人咧都唔係蠢嘅，佢嚟到見到有相機咧，佢通常咧就 move 放去第二間嘅。咁即係有相機嘅咧就穩陣啲。跟住咧今時今日嘅相機咧係平咗好多。佢哋有大部分咧主要分兩類型啦。第一咧就係用拉線嘅，第二種咧就係 WiFi 嘅。正如有 Andrew 所講 ，WiFi 有佢唔 stable 嘅地方，但係安裝又平好多，容易好多。而相機，當你有相機嘅時候咧，我哋就希望你咧就用埋好啲嘅燈光，咁相輔相成咁咯。同埋好多時啲相機係 motion detect 嘅，即係有風吹草動佢就着機㗎。咁容易啲處理，咁同埋會錄影嘅。下一步咧，我想講埋咧，我哋約克區警方咧個網址咧，我哋有個運動咧，就係當你屋企或者你嘅辦公室或者你嘅商業裏面咧有相機嘅話咧，我希望你哋咧能夠登記你哋嘅相機。咁咧好多人誤解咗，係咪我要同約克區警方登記咗我相機，佢哋係咪可以見到我屋企嘅情形咧？我嘅私隱係咪會被暴露咧？係唔會嘅。個運作係點咧？好簡短咁講一講。當你登記咗你嘅相機喺我哋嘅網頁之後咧，我哋個 system 咧，我哋個系統咧，只會知道你有相機或者冇相機。當我知道有案件喺你嘅圍內裏面發生嘅時候咧，我哋會陳副市長有相機喎，咁我就 send 個 email 問佢，喺呢個時段，我哋估計呢個時段案件發生喎，你可唔可以翻查你嗰個記錄啊？佢睇到有 activities 有活動喎，咁我就回覆我咁我就再 send 條 link 俾佢 upload， 而我哋 upload 個 system 咧好大嘅，好多 gig 都得嘅，個 file size 好大都得嘅，所以又一次講俾大家聽，你哋嘅私隱係冇受影響嘅，全權喺你手上。而相機咧，今時今日咧係好有幫助對社區。佢同Neighborhood Watch 咧係手牽手嘅。譬如話我好幸運住喺陳市長隔離啦。咁咧作個譬如，我架車俾人偷咗，或者俾人偷咗，咁我就周圍問邊個有相機啊？市長有，就好彩影到時間啦、賊人嘅樣貌啦。我可以舉證，甚至乎再好彩啲，再隔離屋係邵議員，佢影到個車牌，哇！下晝都未到啫，就拉人封艇，幾開心，所以係好有幫助。甚至乎簡單到咧，Andrew 拍嘅車喺門口好靚嘅，拍 driveway， 有人唔覺意褪後刮花咗，逃之夭夭，咁點算啊？心都實埋，就係咁啦。咁如果有相機咧，我可以即刻舉報咁咯。
And just to add, before you move on, Mo,
Yes, sir.
register your camera. we know that a lot of folks have cameras on their homes or at their businesses. York Regional Police wants your camera. Just so you know, we don't have access to your camera. You register your camera on yrp.ca, register my cam. Okay? And what that does, that assists us with investigations as needed. For example, when you register your camera with us, that can help your neighbor, that can help the mayor, that can help us do a better investigation. It will speed up the process. Because, for example, if something happens on your street and your camera is registered to us, with us, we will send you an email and we'll say, hello, something happened on your street. Can you please check your camera? And if you find anything, please send it to us, or you can upload it to our DEM system or put it on a USB drive. Registering your camera will help us fight crime, believe it or not. It's a good way to speed up the process. And mind you, your camera is not accessible to us. We cannot go and view your information. Whatever you provide to us is what we work with. So again, please, if you have a camera system, register it with us because it will help you in the long run and help us.
係啦，我又再不厭其煩再講多次啦。咁各位張凳嚟嘅時候咧，有張小單張，就係講呢個相機登記嘅，喺你坐住嗰度，冇張一樣嘅，冇 number 嘅，唔係抽獎，所以咧所以唔使咁緊張，慢慢睇下。跟住咧，我想再強調一點，呢個係好重要嘅。我做過我自己本身係做我係 part time search rescue 嘅，咁好多時我哋要尋人。譬如好多次嘅案件裏面，好多伯伯係有失智症嘅，離家出走，佢就冇登記到。咁我係好彩，試過好幾次咧，喺佢啲街坊度揾到人口失蹤阿伯幾時離開屋企，向邊個方向。以前嚟講，我哋每search rescue 咧拯救隊咧，每隊出嚟咧個 overtime 咧係消耗好多資源嘅。如果能夠每一個段鐘計咁減少咧，係幫到社區好重要嘅一環。唔該晒，下一位。
Alarm systems are always good to have. They will help protect your home, protect your business. Right? Whether it's a system that is monitored by the security company, whether it's they call the police or they call you first, or they dispatch someone. That is entirely up to you how you register or which company you will use. Signage is very important also to let people know that you have a security system. So when they see that, sometimes they go, wait a second, oh, this guy has a camera system. Let me back up. I might not go to that house or I might not go to that business. Or just another signage says, no trespassers permitted here. Signage is always important, and it's a good way to let people know that you take an interest in your business and you take an interest in security in your home.
咁係啦，又呢度再講個 alarm system。我哋而家以往我新移民嗰時咧好多嘅，個個都有。而家就少咗啲。但如果你有嘅話咧，就不妨咧揾一個好大嘅告示牌。咁啲賊人見到咧就會 move on 去第二間，唔會嚟你嗰間咁咯。
As mentioned before, this is an indication. The lower picture at the bottom is a good indication of natural surveillance. Because I can see the front door, I can see the garage, I can see the windows. Most would-be criminals don't like that, right? Because they want to hide. They want to hide where nobody can see them. It's good to have cameras that have lights. Spotlights are also very good to have. The minute someone steps onto your property, guess what? Motion sensor light goes on. I've seen it. Would-be criminals approach a building, and once the light goes on, oh, they turn around and they leave. Cameras being assisted by good lighting is extremely important. Another good recommendation from us. Camera system with good lighting will always help.
係啦，如果當你有相機嘅時候咧，呢啲燈咧真係唔慳得，風吹草動即着，即刻上鏡。我哋見過好多片咧，真係有陣時都好隨字，一着燈見光，擰住面走啦，咁咯，或者遮住塊面就走啦，好實際嘅。
The alarm systems, they vary as mentioned before, whichever alarm system that or company that you decide to go with, you check them out, you see what they have to offer. Obviously, it's a cost. You have AT&T, you have Rogers, you have ADT, you have all kinds of security systems out there. We don't recommend a particular brand. We just let people know that it's always good to have a security system at your home and at your business. It is one of the ways to help prevent would-be criminals from getting, whether it's an audible system that can also alarm when you're not there. An audible system will get people's attention as well. And the monitoring process is also good, where they will send someone, as mentioned, either call you on the phone, say we got an alarm at your home, or they'll send out the security or they contact the police. An alarm system is always good to have.
防盜系統咧亦都好有幫助，因為你啲街坊會知啦，同埋但係首先我哋冇推廣任何公司，我哋冇呢個個人商業係豐儉由人，你自己去取捨。咁防盜咧佢係根據經驗咧，亦都係好有幫助。尤其是一有系統譬如有門窗有俾人打開咧，佢都會叫。嗰度已經，而有啲系統咧係會 send 去警方嘅，我哋會派人嚟巡邏，或者第二種系統咧係先去嗰個 call 台，佢哋有自己嘅 security 會嚟巡邏，或者佢會 call 屋主嚟睇嘅，屋主自己會報警，亦都可以。
A panic room. Most of us never think about a panic room. I didn't think about a panic room until I got into crime prevention. A panic room is some place that you can design in your home as a secure place to hide, a secure place to hide if someone is trying to come in your house in the event that you cannot get out. A panic room is a place where you could have a door reinforced. As mentioned before, you could put the door reinforcers from the inside. You can have a phone accessible when you're in your panic room. Your panic room could be anywhere. Most people it would be their bedrooms. Your bedroom can be one of the safest places where you can have your door reinforced. You have a phone accessible to you. And on the picture, you see a ladder that's there. Most people don't think about that. But if you have a 3-story house, in the event that you need to get out from your window safely, there's that fire ladder that you can use, right? Just in the event that you might need it. So I always say to my kids, in the event that something happens, if you can't get out of the house, run and hide in the closet area, call the police, sound the car alarm, do something. A panic room is a good place. Have in your mind, in the event that you can't leave your home, have some place in your house that you can go and hide, where your door is reinforced. You can have your car alarm activated. You have access to a phone, and you can stay there securely until the police arrive if you cannot leave. Something to think about.
咁呢度有介紹一個我哋叫 panic room 啦，中文我唔知點講啦。但係咧喺過往嘅經驗裏面咧，我哋試過咧，譬如話半夜3更，你聽到樓下正門有聲，咁你嘅選擇係咩咧？你係咪行出去同佢同嗰個賊人對壘咧？我就提議唔係啦。如果你打911嘅話咧，我哋通常咧，我哋嘅工作人員咧會同你講，快啲翻返你嘅房，鎖埋道門，警方會盡快到現場。咁如果翻返你嘅房嘅話，如果你準備咗呢啲措施咧，對你嘅安全咧大大提高咗，同埋你會定啲咯個人咁咯。呢幾樣嘢係好容易辦得到嘅。頭先講個道門啦，我哋加強佢啦，或者咁樣啦，或者以前睇電視都見過啦，揾張凳頂住佢啦。跟住如果車匙喺屋企咧，可以撳住啦，係咪？個電話要長着啦，咪即係有插足夠嘅電源啦，咁咯。如果你用睡房，因為睡房係 make sense 嘅，有賊人你聽到樓下有人，咁你瞓緊覺，咁你當然喺睡房啦。所以如果你睡房係2樓嘅話咧，咁就最好有把呢啲咁嘅梯啦。因為對火警亦都有幫助。OK。
All right. Vehicle thefts and thefts from vehicle. Now, how many people in this room like their cars? Let me see you raise your hands. You like your cars, right? You like your car. Okay. It's a very costly thing. Your vehicle is expensive. Costs a lot of money. Unfortunately, a lot of us are being victimized with the theft of vehicles, correct? We're all aware of what's happening, right? We're going to give you some tips on some of the things that you can do to keep your Lamborghini or your Audi or your BMW, whichever car that you work hard for, keep it safe. Because we're all concerned about the thefts of vehicle in the province of Ontario.
咁以前咧，車好緊要。以前咧，我個年代咧，好多男士都叫架車做老婆嘅，咁啊好嚴重嘅。咁而家咧，偷車係係有惡化嘅跡象。咁我而家可以想同大家講解一下，有咩可以措施，我哋可以幫助減低塞車咧。
So, as mentioned before, having a vehicle is a very expensive habit, but we need our vehicles to go to work. We like to do leisure things. Since the pandemic, we've had a lot of things happen. The prices of vehicles have gone up. The second-hand vehicle price have gone up as well. So there's guys out there making a killing from stealing vehicles, unfortunately, right? So right now, we need to do everything to protect your vehicle and to keep yourself safe.
咁而家咧，我哋根據pandemic 之後咧，我哋發覺塞車咧係越嚟越高啦，越嚟越惡化啦。而我哋學到嘅咧，喺好多案件裏面，我哋學到嘅咧，好多新款嘅車咧，冇特別指定邊幾格嘅，個型號咧，佢哋太先進啦，佢哋個 technology 好先進。佢係我見過嘅個案咧，就係賊人咧可以嚟到睇睇你嘅車頭，睇你個 VIN number， 翻轉頭去上網就可以攞到一個藍牙嘅 code， 佢用嘅手機已經可以操控你部車啦。所以如果你嘅車係咁先進嘅話，可能要考慮一下將架車咧派入車房咁咯。以前佢曾經試過咧，就去 scan 你嗰個 remote， 而家已經係過時，佢哋好多都唔再做呢件事，反而可以睇你個 VIN number， 跟住去做copy 咗嗰個 VIN number 嘅 file 咧，佢就可以做成一個藍牙嘅系統控制你架車啦。咁咯，再加上咧，我哋曾經亦都有試過咧，有啲車主咧，佢會買一啲市面上買到嘅 GPS 追蹤器，好簡單嘅啫。咁我又唔想推廣邊間公司啦，好平嘅啫，擺喺車度，咁你個 app 見到嘅。而喺灰省嚟講咧，佢哋出嘅新車，大部分驗收公司咧都會贈送一個咁嘅儀器俾佢，100蚊樓下，好簡單，咁啊方便或者更加速我哋警方揾到你嘅車，或者已經有啲車本身個車行已經 comes with 㗎啦。咁大家不妨留意一下。
Don't let your car become a hot car, your cold car. So what we've had is some instances where people have started their vehicles in the winter to warm up their vehicles, and unfortunately they'll leave the key inside the vehicle because they don't have a remote start, or they don't have a second key to lock their vehicle, or they just don't do it. So we advise people, especially with the weathers that we've been having, cold winters, protect your vehicle. If you can't lock your vehicle while you have it outside warming up, please consider sitting in it or waiting until it warms up while you're there. We recommend that you don't leave your vehicle running outside in your driveway or anywhere unattended or unsecure, because that's an easy way for people to steal vehicle, and it happens.
呢個我哋都接受到好多呢啲嘅報案，好多我哋嘅市民咧都會喺冬天嘅時候咧都會撻着架車煲住佢先，等啲暖氣夠啦先至上車。呢個人之常情，但係大家小心啲。我哋接到好多嘅偷車案都係咁樣發生，可以考慮下其他方法啦，或者 remote starter 或者鎖住道門啦，都有幫助嘅咁咯。
Boosting the key fob is one of the things that the criminals are doing today. Is based on your key fob, they're able to, with some technology, they can come to your front door and they can steal the signal. And when they steal the signal, if you don't secure your fob, they can come to the door and steal that signal, and then they go and start your car. So we recommend that you protect your key fob. All right, we have a fire bag that you can buy. It's like taking your key and putting it in, wrapping it in foil paper. A very simple concept that will slow down the process or prevent someone from stealing the signal. We also recommend that you keep your keys somewhere away from your front door. Keep it in your bedroom, keep it somewhere else, not close to your front door or your rear door.
呢度就係頭先我都提過嘅，佢係 copy 你個 signal，咁啊 scan 咗，用佢嘅儀器控制你架車。而家係少咗嘅，但係如果你想100%安心啲，學阿 Andrew 話齋，收埋個車匙，揾錫紙包住，等佢 copy 唔到你個 signal，都係方法之一嚟。
As mentioned before, a Faraday bag and foil wrap is a very simple way of protecting your vehicle from someone coming and stealing the signal. Foil paper, as mentioned, keeping your key fob securely in some kind of sealed device is like protecting your phone. The same thing with your phone, because some people can start their phones from their vehicles. So unfortunately, they can still get access to your phone signal. So protect your key fob. Keep it away from your doors. Keep it in a Faraday bag, or even wrap it in foil paper.
係啦，都係頭先講呢幾門啦，揾錫紙包住你車匙啦，防止佢哋偷你嘅信號啦。
York Regional Police works very, very hard. When there's a theft of vehicle or a break and entry into a home, we go the mile and the extra way to see if we can resolve the crime. We have our forensic guys that would come out. We look for fingerprints. We look for footprints. We look for break objects. We do everything. We go the mile. We work hard to try and solve the problem. And sometimes it might take longer than usual, but we are on the case.
係啦，呢度又介紹一下我哋鑑證科嘅同事啦，咁佢哋都係鞠躬盡瘁做，好勤力嘅。咁我哋因為呢個係好仔細、好仔細嘅工作嘅，咁呢啲同事咧可以講係日以繼夜都唔會停。
Some of the things that you might want to know: vehicles that are being stolen. Just a little information. Some vehicles remain here in Ontario. So if you live in Ontario, they'll steal the vehicle. They'll re-VIN the vehicle, as you can see here. They'll change the sticker on it, or they'll sell it for parts. That's just some of the things that happen. On the other hand, what they also do is they ship the vehicles overseas. They put them in a container, and off they go. Some stay domestic, sold for parts, re-VINed, and some will leave the country. But like mentioned before, we do everything to try and locate vehicles, but there's different things that you can do as we go along. I'll mention some things that you can do to prevent or to help.
咁而家我哋發現咧，好多偷車咧去入邊咧，大部分都送走喺外國，所以都冇辦法。暫時嚟講咧，我哋都盡力去守護啲失車。但係頭先講嗰啲步驟咧，譬如話 GPS tag 咁咧，架車如果入咗個貨櫃入邊咧，就個信號就會暫停。呢度頭先係已經講過 we done this
talked about the camera registry again.
and they understand.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Don't make it easy for car thieves. Some of the things that you can do are very simple. As mentioned before, I talked about the key fob. Park your car in your garage if you can. If you have one, I recommend that out of sight, out of mind. If you can park your car in the garage, park it in there. Don't, as mentioned before, don't leave your key fobs close to your door. And if you can, very simply, purchase a steering lock is another way that you can help to slow down the process or prevent vehicle theft.
咁就再重複一次，再加強大家個記憶啦。如果可以嘅，就將你嘅車泊喺車房啦。同埋啲車匙咧收埋佢啦，揾錫紙包住佢啦。跟住咧，呢度就有提到啦。甚至乎，如果你嘅車冇辦法喺度泊喺街嘅話咧， 你可以加翻一個以前啲好舊式嘅軚鎖住個油門或者迫力嗰啲，如果有 clutch 有 clutch 連埋個軚盤。我本人做過一單，就見嗰個賊咧就鋸嗰個鎖鋸唔到，佢鋸個軚盤，鋸咗成個鐘出嚟，結果都係要放棄走咗。所以好得意嘅，有陣時啲舊嘢反而都 work 嘅，都趣怪啊！
And as mentioned, a camera system often can help as a deterrent. Doesn't stop vehicle theft, but if you have a camera system facing your driveway or facing your vehicle, would-be criminals will see that and they'll say, "Oh, I don't want to be on camera." But as we know, sometimes it doesn't matter because they have their faces covered up anyways, right? You can install an aftermarket GPS, whether it be through your dealership or an aftermarket, someone who can install it. Eugene is a camera guy. He knows all about that. Inspect your vehicle regularly. Sometimes people will be following or watching the car you drive, watch where you park.
Yep.
Be aware of your surroundings. Always. It's a very important thing. Sometimes you'll see people probably scoping out. And at any point, if you notice anyone suspicious hanging around, watching your vehicle, seeing where you park, call us. Call us and let us know about any suspicious activity. We want to hear about it. And we'll look into it.
咁呢度頭先提過啦，買個aftermarket 嘅 GPS device 啦，咁就或者你車行本身送俾你嘅。咁我就做過一兩單咧，好得意嘅係反轉用。賊人咧就買咗個呢啲 GPS device 咧，擺喺你嘅車度。譬如話你去睇場戲咁樣啦，去戲院睇場戲，睇場毒舌大狀咁樣啦，作個譬如，你泊架車喺度，個賊人咧就好想要你嘅車，但佢又唔想喺現場落手，佢就擺個 GPS device 喺你度，就跟住去到就跟住你嘅車去到你屋企先至落手。咁點解我會接受警方會接受呢單案件咧？就係因為呢個苦主咧就攞架車去擠油，就 oil change。咁個電話咧就成日話，咦有個 device 跟住你喎，因為佢同一個牌子嚟嘅。咁見到啦，咁佢就揾，咁一齊揾，佢好精啊！佢揾咗喺司機位個轆上面黐住。咁你正常人係唔會發現，咁啱得咁巧嗰個電話係有反應，有 notifications， 咁佢知道，咁佢揾到出嚟。咁我哋又沒收咗啦，繼續追尋咯。所以即係佢哋都好精嘅咁咯。所以我哋贊成所有市民咧，當喺條街坊度譬如一陣會提到嘅neighborhood watch， 見到啲生面口嘅人或者好可疑嘅，唔使介意嘅，911可以又或者可以打我哋 non-emergency 嘅電話去話俾我哋聽發生咩事。我哋警力有可以達到嘅，我哋會去調查咁咯。又或者你哋本身已經有相機錄影咗，就更加方便大家，方便警方。